on our way to Pratt. That's Amanda. Good evening, if it's appropriate to say good evening following that clip. It's Sunday, September 11th, 2011, 10-year anniversary. On September 11th, 2001, Mia, Jerry, and I were going to school together in Brooklyn, New York. It was After Effects class day. We were going to learn about lens flares, which I was actually pretty excited about. I probably walked out of my dorm very shortly after the first plane hit the North Tower, but I didn't know that at the time. My first reaction walking outside was, it is a gorgeous day. And apparently a lot of other people have said the same thing. I keep seeing that or reading that, hearing that. So as I was walking to class, it was a very short walk and the Twin Towers were visible from our campus. Somebody had yelled, "Hey, the Twin Towers on fire!" And the person next to him said, "Hey, that's not funny." And the way the guy said it, it did kind of sound like he was messing around, but I kind of poked my head around the corner to see if there was any truth to it. And sure enough, there was heavy black smoke pouring out of the tower, or up from. When I got to class, I had said something about that, and people just kind of looked annoyed, like they thought I was making it up. And one girl had a radio that she was listening to, and she was starting to get updates that a plane had hit, and I think at first they thought it was just like a small plane and it was an accident, and then people were saying that it was an act of terror. As the day progressed, we started to lose landlines, cell phones, internet connection, and nobody really knew what was going on, like if this was part of the attack or as a result of the attack, or it was just too many people trying to use phones and internet.
Cell phone service especially was really intermittent, and some people were able to get out, some weren't. And of course everybody's families were worried about people at Pratt.
Very shortly after 9/11, missing posters started to appear in subway stations and all around the city, and everybody started selling American flags that people were holding or wearing or putting in their backpack or on their cars. Despite what happened, the city was surprisingly calm, I would say. People really just kind of came together, and a lot of people volunteered, and her friend Julie, Mia, Julie gave blood, didn't she?
She tried to.
She tried to.
She wasn't accepted because of some medication or antibiotics or something.
There, Julie, if you watched our vlog, you would know that I was telling everybody that you did a good thing.
As I recall, there were too many volunteers and they didn't have any use for all the blood.
Too much blood.
Yeah. Lots of people wanted to give blood, but they got too much.
Well, I think in Julie's case, there was a specific reason that they couldn't accept her blood.
Alright, should I change the subject? How you doing over here, Mia?
Alright.
You got 9 likes, like 8 or 9 likes on Joe Coodryette.
And 15 subscribers.
Really? You got 2 more?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I guess I really need to make more episodes.
Another window.
Another one.
Another window. But the best has yet to come, right, Jerry?
Could be.
Oh, that just made me think of senior year when, Mia, you were in my room and Jerry was What were you doing, Jerry? Sound editing, I guess?
Probably.
With, who was that, Ed?
Ed was playing the bad guy.
There are more characters in Joe than just Joe. But you have to watch to meet them all. So Jerry was in his room doing some sound editing for the bad guy in his for Jerry's senior thesis, which is called The Bad Guy's Bad Plan. Right, Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, well, here, take a look.
This has been going on for the past half hour. One of us should probably check on him.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was scary. You okay, Jerry?
I guess not. We didn't know what that was. We keep hearing, no, coming from Jerry's bedroom. Then we went and checked on him. He was okay. He was just sound editing. Got any more stuff done over there?
I've got a few short scenes done.
What's going on the Orange Planet, Jerry?
I was looking at the comments.
Anything good?
You know, just people noticing that it's an old episode.
How old is it?
Very.
10 years?
About
15 if you include the original comic?
something like that. Because a lot of the episodes I made in middle school and high school.
But you're going to work on some new episodes eventually.
If enough people watch.
If enough people watch. Alright, it was antibiotics. I just asked Julie. She says, pity because I have O-negative blood. So if you need O-negative blood, I'm going to put Julie's address in the description. I was asking Julie if she knew anything about what Jerry said about there being too many volunteers to give blood. And Julie says, I would have had to wait 100 years in line, but I would have done it. She's a good blockhead. Who's a fluffy fatty? You're a fluffy... Ah! Moochie! You give me that. I'm wearing my FDNY shirt today in honor of all the firemen in NYPD who went into the building and tried to save lives. And either who did or who gave their own lives. I'm trying not to have a depressing vlog. But I don't know how upbeat it should be on 9/11, but I don't want to depress anybody either. Alright, so to quote Jerry again, the end. And thank you for watching and good night.